Hey guys, it's Santa back with another video, and you might notice the quality of this video, visual-wise, is a lot better, and yeah, it's such an outdated game. I've had this like months now, like a year or something, not months, clearly. And I've just been messing around with my friend Charlie, as introduced yesterday, you know the broadcast. So we're going to be doing some weird. Ben, I'm just not letting you talk throughout this. Anyway, we have the classic 6-shooter. Now, when I say classic, I mean this guy was OP in the old game. He would do that McCree thing where he goes, you know, that he shoves 6 pieces of lead down your throat, or your head if he was good enough. Anyway, and his reload was like, yeah, it was punishable. But now, compared to McCree, he actually does less damage. You can't just burst characters down with 6 easy pieces of lead, because this guy has a very, very punishable, like, what do I call this? Oh yeah, the biggest recoil I've ever seen? Yeah, that's more like it. Any character in this game, like, they don't have very much recoil, right? Except from the cactus, but it takes a while for you to be able to shoot again with the cactus, and yeah, you can shoot whenever you want to. Currently, wait a minute. It's still weird that I can't see that I'm on a... Anyway, if you want to get all headshots and you're just spamming, you won't get all of the headshots and you'll just go above the character's head. You'll get like 9 damage in there or something, but if you want to hit all your shots, aim down the body, you'll get like a lot more damage out. Then you can come in, finish them off with the P-Gatling, finish off anybody in the surrounding area, and that's that. Just checking stuff. Wait a minute. Advanced settings. Yes. Okay, I'm adding the other stuff back because I want to know if I'm actually still earning. So no, turn it off. Turn it off. Advanced settings. There we go. And I need to do another setting. Wait a sec. Okay. So whoever comments, you'll do it. It's text to speech. So I'll have that commentator on right now. Like, PlayStation is pretty good with the recordings, live streams. So now it's text to speech. Anyway, back on with the video. If you do want to get that quick burst of damage and go up in their face, it hits just below your average like crosshair. So basically, it's a tiny bit under. So don't do that. Bad idea. I'm just showing off all my yep. Anyway, for the flower, I recommend you actually just focus on just bursting barriers and stuff like that. Don't focus on healing your teammates, obviously, but yeah. By the way, I do have other stuff for the flowers from GR1. Also, try not to just hold the button down when you're trying to get headshots, unless you're in the right position, because her reload is massive. It takes a lot of... Oh, my DualShock just went off. But basically, yeah. Her gun is very punishable with that reload. It's massive. Like, if you reload just half, if you're just about to shoot a bullet, don't. You will make your reload a lot shorter just by doing one simple thing, doing it at half. And that's like a little tip for the flower. Anyway, you can, right, this by far is my favourite chomper. Besides Count Chomula, since he, like, if you're in the midst of battle and you're on like a killing streak, Count Chomula is like your best guy. But if you just want to burst damage into a lot of like guys, and you don't want to just chomp, because they're doing too much damage to you. The breath, it's a cloud. Yeah, you may appear through the cloud, but it's not going to be too bad. These things do 10 damage each, and they're a lot more powerful and last longer. A lot of things in this game do that. Anyway, that's enough for the chomp. Like, basically, here's my little tip. Don't just go round people. You're a flanker. Sneak up behind people. I'm just going to do a quick little advice for the, like, advanced tip. You do still have splash damage, but it's so minor. Like, it's tiny, and you have, if you tap, it's very punishable. Like, you shoot a lot slower, his reload's tiny, and he shoots very fast normally. If you want to burst fire, like, so for example, if you would do this, it would just go above a lot, like, don't do that. Let me just wait for him to regen a bit. Do this. Oh, Ben, try commenting, and it's text to speech. Try it. So that's the chomper. The Colonel Corn. Oh, the advice I get from him, like, it's very, very minor advice. Like, Colonel Corn is like the soldier of, yeah. To be honest, I don't even know why I made this stream. I was gonna stream helping Charlie get better.
Why is Charlie not speaking, by the way?
He's not here.
I've entered a comment.
Okay. Okay. Comment. Has it said it? No, is it actually said anything? Wait a sec, folks. Yeah, it should be working. Basically, whatever you comment is, it'll say it in text-to-speech. You know, like, if you ever heard that really low, I will not give in to the whatever. Like, it's not coming up. Without Ben. Not that this would be possible. Anyway, my tip here for the rose, as you see, I've got the ice rose. Don't, like, if you want to get damage out there, don't hold your one down. But if you just want to slow them down, kind of like side scroll, and if somebody's attacking you, don't hold it down in the midst of battle. Yeah. It's not something you can change, I think. We're hitting them and not doing barrier damage. Barrier damage blocks, well, the actual frozen effect. Doesn't block the slow, it blocks the frozen and all damage. And by the way, Arcane Enigma, like, it's so good. You can jump really high as the Rose anyway, but I love Arcane Enigma. It's my favourite ability on the Rose. Besides from, you know, the Billy Goat. So yeah, they will get slowed, but it'll stop the full freezing effect. And by the way, you can freeze more than one person at a time and Shrek them. Also, your health as the goat, it's like, it depends actually on it depends how much health they were before they got goated. For example, if the health was 50, when they get goatified, the health will also be 50. We have evidence of this instantly just by the campaign-ish thing. Yeah, campaign-ish. You know when you do the normal campaign for this? Yeah. It like you can see it. The All-Star gets turned into that goal. You have that health right there. And the Goatify also mixes well with your Arcane and all of your abilities together. They're just the best combination together. And also, in this situation, Arcane saves your life. Don't use your, splash in this situation. And you will take the damage out of this mode. If you're set on fire in the mode, it will carry on for as long as the fire effect, carries on. No. Also, here's a quick tip. Her reload is super fast, and she's basically always got to be shooting, is the normal Rose. Because, look at this. If you don't really get many characters, I don't play this anymore. Just if you're a bit low, kind of tap if you're going to try and shoot them at range. And if you see people just like that robot, fire into it. You don't break, that's barrier shield right there. And I've made a video on this already, but projectiles like this, they don't do very much damage to shield. Big bursts don't do good damage either. As you know, it's weak right there. You can't Goatify the guy, it won't do anything. That just slows him down a tiny bit, the tiny bit. If you want somebody that bursts, go for that bursts a lot of shield. The best for the plants is the Colonel Corn headshots. Look how much damage that's doing to that shield. Then his reload's very punishable, but he's made up of all shield. And he's all shield and 1 health, obviously. Shield obviously blocks blocks ice effects, but keeps slow. Right? Hi. But the thing is, armor is always dodgeable, if you know what I mean. Every character, you can dodge its armor by shooting it in a certain place. Exactly there. Just shoot it there. Through a front door zombie, shoot through the little gap. The only exception to this are bosses. Charlie, where did you go? Or did you just leave me? Did you just leave? I'm just in a little training session right now, just showing my viewers some stuff. Anyway, next is Citron, and he's not a projectile, obviously. He's a beam and a burst damager. He can run in, but remember, this is your escape route. That's your damage and your way out. Quick bursts. You don't burst shields, but you're very good at just not dealing damage as such. You're just good at crowd controlling people. As his left trigger CC, right trigger can be a form of CC if you think about it. It gets a lot of people focused on you, but Citron requires not very much accuracy, but just a tiny bit. He can block barrier attacks like that, but the weakest I'd say for shields, it's probably projectiles, slow firing projectiles. Citron beam characters are pretty good against shields, but they're not as good. Yeah? Okay. Characters like Citron, though, are better for long range than, for example, Colonel Corn. As the fact that, you know, Colonel has spread. Like, all of the fast shooting characters always have more spread than the beam characters, obviously. So, there's a quick tip for Citron. We're going to go on to the zombies now. Now, for the zombies, it's a bit harder to explain. But here's a little quick bit of Citron stuff. Just tap the button from this range because you don't want to be going in with hardly any beam left. There's a house zombie there, so I'm going to go on that team. I'm just going to go here. I know I could have pressed respawn, but hey. We're going to start off as the imp. And just like the shield, yeah, not quick bursts, a lot better than Colonel Corn for taking down shields. Now, perfect example of the imp wrecking is this guy. But he's also like super hard to fight, especially with no extra boss like this. He's super good at bursting down the shield if you're accurate enough. And always aim. Just be jumping around so his laser beams don't hit you. And try and headshot him as much as you can. But only impact her when you know, like, if he's firing at you like this, don't impact her like that. But remember, in this state, you only do 1 damage. So normal, fire that. And if you're really inaccurate, use impactor on the shield. When it's just down, that's when to impact her. But don't do it if he's in this state. It will not do very much damage. But as you saw, I killed him, which was very easy for the imp. He's good at breaking down shield and doing a lot of damage to bosses. But he's very fragile. He's a lot like Tracer without rewind. Why do I make so many Overwatch stuff here? But he's also, like, he's probably faster than just, like, this is kind of his passive ability. And it's to double jump and booster. Impact is this little thing. I'm going to give you a quick tip for the mech when I charge it. Yes, I will need you here, Charlie. Right, I need to get over here, so I need to bait a plant over here. Plant? Planty, come. Wait, I need to bait a plant. Come here. Time bomb you here. This is the best thing to do if you want to open the gate and spawn in bosses. Bait a plant over here, so he'll open the door, then you can step in. Right, this is probably the best thing I could have done. A boss! I've got a robocall. Get the robot, because he will Shrek this guy. Mr. Trunky ain't got anything against this robot. This robot is so good against this guy. And by the way, getting stunned does not mean anything to this guy when he's already microing. You see the damage this thing does to anything? It does more damage more than anything to shields. And if you're getting surrounded, that quick burst of damage, it's not good against shields. Yeah. The boss, right? Let me tell you this right now. Bursts are not good against shields, or just, well, but it's good against doing a lot of damage. I can tell you that much. Anyway, as you see, we're both imps, and we're both meching. Doing this means absolute total domination when it comes to damage. Just burst them, it's so powerful. We're gonna kill all of these stumpies right now, but just press the triangle twice. Do that thing, and yeah, kill him with that. As we're in here, we're just like, follow me, Charlie. Quick, follow me. Charlie, you can get an achievement by doing this. Also, yeah, he does quick damage to bosses, like, he does so much damage. But follow me, come into this room. You just need to come into this room, then you'll get the achievement, unless you've already got it. Did you get it? You should have. A trophy. But you should always burst damage big targets because you will hit all of your shots like a lot of the time. I got them all from the Garden Warfare 1. The Mystical Flower, I thought this guy was terrible, but he's actually amazing. I mean, to be honest, compared to the other plants, he doesn't do anywhere near as much damage. But that's not the point. Mystic Flower is a meme and it always will be. As you know, in this game, you will regen if you don't get hit for a certain amount of time. So that's why you need to be firing all the time as this guy. Your job is to stop healing from happening. You hate healing as this guy. If you get blocked like I just did then, from the little barrier, yeah, you will die. You will get wrecked. If you want to invade there's a different character, for example, the Hockey Star. Oh god. This thing is absolutely beastly. Have you actually killed them? I know, the Stumpies are easy when it... Yeah, that's the hardest boss in the game. Like, when you can just get him from here. Wait, let me start the flag phase and I'll just show you. Yeah? Right, do you know what guys, I'm just going to end this video here. Wait a sec, I'm going to be broadcasting soon. See you